Sunday, I'm back out here working on the big Ford again. Working on taking that turbo off. See if I can clean it up so it'll boost when it's supposed to. Didn't do nothing yesterday. Out here, spent the day with the wife. That was kind of fun. Went to a big swap meet, bought a few things, not too much. I found this was a brand new odometer tachometer for 40 bucks. I think that was a good deal, I think. And a few manuals. Motor manuals are always the best. And a book on turbochargers. I've been itching to do a turbo. And the pull apart girls gave us some goodies. At least that's what they call them. And this isn't a heck of a lot of fun, but I'm going to get back after it. Alright, got the turbo out. You can see there something's been in there building nest. Well, I bet they ain't alive no more. Well, that was a job. Not too bad though, really. And then right here, I had to find a 8mm 12-point socket, which I didn't ever find. All these tools, I ain't got a one in the house. Ain't that something? Well, I took it apart and here's what I see. It appears that those little flatchers ain't been moving too much. And this ring here is stuck. So, let me see if I can get that off. Alright, here's what we got here. It took a little wiggling and I got that off. This thing is supposed to fit on that little actuator pin there, I guess, and rotate, which turns these little deals depending on the boost required. And this was obviously stuck, which is why I'm not sure if it was stuck. It had to have been stuck wide open because it didn't make lots of boost, but it took it a minute. So I'm going to clean this stuff up and see if we can't get her freed up and see if that cures my trouble. Alright, we got things cleaned up pretty good. Put these little ding-dingers back in. They all seem to rotate freely. This thing was a little pitted, but I cleaned it up enough, I think. It's going to be okay. I put some anti-seize on it. I use my phone to take a picture and make sure I put them in there right. And this here, that's pretty pitted. But you know, when it rusts, it swells up. So I knocked all that, what was up, down. I think it's going to be okay. I hope anyway. I don't want to buy a new turbo. I'm going to put it together and see how it does. Alright, it turns pretty freely. Got a little play. I don't know if I can put this back on here one-handed, but I'll try. I can't. I gotta do it two-handed. And this turns freely here. So I'm going to put the thing back together and hope for the best. Alright, got the turbo back together. The wife's been texting me. Everything seems to turn freely. So, I think we'll install it. Alright, just to check and make sure I did everything right. Put a magnet in there. Everything seems to be working. Let's see if I can do this with one hand. So you can see everything turning. Not too much effort. I think it's good. Get it?
No.
We just made a new gasket for the oil pressure side of the turbo, and we used 45 ACP for the center hole and a 38 for the bolt holes. Remember to vote. They're trying to take away our hole punchers. Alright, we got that turbo back in there. It was a bit of a chore. I think it took me 5 or 6 hours. I could do it faster the next time. That was my first time doing that. Let's fire it up and see if it'll do right. Alright, here's where it was bad. Oh yeah, much better. It's got a little lag, but I think that's normal, but it comes right to life and starts making boost pretty quick, like it's supposed to. I think those vanes were stuck wide open because it'd make 28 pounds boost once it got going. Alright. Much better. Much better. Making steady boost. Stand on it. Comes to life. Oh yeah, I'm impressed, at least with that. So I guess the moral to the story is, if anybody's crazy enough to buy a Ford, it is possible to clean up the variable, whatever you call that thing, in the turbo and make it work. If you're crazy enough to buy a Ford.